Look at all these little dudes. First, nice. I want to know if we currently have Disco Elysium stuff working. Otherwise, I might have to like change some stuff. Yes.
Yeah, there's stuff right here.
There's stuff right here now. Interesting. Okay, cool. We have successfully fixed it then, I assume. What were we doing? Anybody remember? I was gonna go do the payphone later. I was gonna go see if I could open the container later. I checked the lock. There was no one to interview inside, but I found like some racist mugs. Racism seems to be like the thing in this game. Like everybody's secretly racist. What else? Maybe this person. Hello, person. So fast. Zoomies. Who's fast? Me?
The Akus.
Akus. Oh, for being a first. Why can I not hear the voice? Usually this works. The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles reading, then puts down the soft cover. A good one? Point at book.
Yes? Hello?
Oh, there we go. She nods, her attention fully focused on reading.
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
Oh. Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
Maybe your husband is missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
Where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
Sounds like you don't know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
I could totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't?
Maybe your children are missing?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny, where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
They're at home, right? Smoking cigarettes.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Hey, Madness, how's it going? Maybe you're right. Maybe they aren't missing after all. Maybe your cockatoo is
Her
missing.
hands
Wait,
move over
watch your
the
browse
covers.
books.
The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug for all the work she's done for mankind.
She does deserve a hug. Let's give her a hug.
You
Detective
step in
Land.
and close your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in touch. There's a small
What are we
rift
doing?
beneath your hands as you shut your eyes. Then a tiny voice breaks out and asks.
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat.
All right.
The fabric feels
Let's
cold,
let go. We've
moist
gotten
from
weird.
the sea nearby. She steps back and returns her attention to books, pretending this hug didn't happen.
Why am I bothering this woman? That's all. I'll let you
The
read.
woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
I hope you have a good hug. What are we doing? Garrett, I want you to know, I'm so sad that I didn't get to see you kill the Watcher Knights. But I'm so proud that you're doing the big boy speed run, as you called it. Also, it looks like you did a pretty good job mastering the shade skip. Fair enough.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
I see. Let's get that pry bar on then. Boom!
This orange machine is buzzing like an old
Pry bar
submarine.
not strong
It has
enough.
a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes time to get it open.
Where do we get one, Kim?
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
You don't know that.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Good. Pog. It could be like the best freaking ice cream in there. That's what I'm saying. I think that there's something for the RPG radio show in there. It deserves best tool. It absolutely does. Alright, Kim, let's get this body
Thea's
done.
eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Oh, I work alone the rest of the day? We'll do that at the end of the day. I don't want to work alone. I need Kim for all of my good Kimness. Have you gotten acid skip figured out? Because that's the one that gives me the most trouble. Which extension gives you those tiny little characters at the bottom? I love them. It's a little Steam game called Streaming Avatars. And they're pretty great. I think you kicked me when we were in the air. Oop. Alright, I don't know. Let me think. We did open that door.
Right to work!
This guy's worthless. It's working this time. Nice. QGAS skip is still a bit no for me. I just do the fungal into deep nest route. Fungal into deep nest. And then how do you get to Uwu? Ooh. Give me money. Money? I need $20.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
You tried if the voting works. I have not.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Cheers. But I also haven't, like, Okay, so it used to be that there were two on this side, and now I don't have those two anymore. So I'm not actually sure how we enable a vote.
The drawer opens smoothly. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data.
That would be after
Two
Umu kills,
kinds
so
of
then going left in
transactions
this.
stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world.
Okay.
From Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kura,
Yeah.
Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting? Browse them.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Let's focus up.
Look
Nope.
how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing.
Oh, only 40 seconds? That's like nothing.
Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other.
Is that what you're doing with those photos over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. We're not investigating an accounting mystery.
The drawer slides shut smoothly.
I'm so glad Kim is my partner for this. He's like a no-nonsense detective who plays by the rules, and I'm just like fucking around.
The
It's
already
great.
familiar cold touch of plastic. Welcome. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial a random number. I'm so glad I put 10 cents in here.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
I called the video store.
the voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the
I have to
gallery.
put the token back in. Okay.
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
Oh my god, I can't believe Ben Shapiro works at a video store. What is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here. No.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
Maybe, but I don't even know my
If you
name.
need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Kim Straight Lesby lets you bullshit all over the place. Actually, this is the liberal store. I have work tomorrow, but I hope to catch your next stream or watch the VOD. Alright, sounds good, Garrett. Have a good sleep. Or, whatever people do before work. This looks like an awesome game. Might get it for the future. It's a 2019 indie game, and it is definitely good if you like immersive roleplay, like, checks. Like, there's no combat. There is only skill checks. Ah! You're right. Good call. I do have to put the token in again. Okay, okay. How did I... Okay, I was definitely... It's Twitch. And then... Aha! Aha! Here we go. Hit up that channel. Streaming tools, extensions. Show me my extensions. Show me the Disco Elysium overlay. Show me. Nope. Nope. There it is. Copy. Paste. Connect. Are we fully functional? Did we do it? Who knows? Who knows? What is detective mode? We'll never know. Alright. Let's try and open this container using facts and logic.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not, and as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
I'm not losing my mind. We got plenty of skill points, baby. Where's rhetoric? Here it is. Whoop. Open up.
You're back before the cargo container. And as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container.
I'm gonna open it with my rhetoric. It's gonna be great. Detective mode highlights stuff.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer, despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you. The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
Kim is loving this.
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
Ahoy! Come on in!
Mega rich light bending guy.
You can't be serious.
What? It's D&D with depression. I love it. What the fuck is happening in here? Wait, is there nothing else in here? Whoa, what is happening to my money? I'm out of money. It took all my money. And when I leave, do I get the 68 cents I had back? I didn't have like a lot of money. No, yeah, I had 76 cents and I get it back. All right, let's go back in and talk to light bending guy. If you press tab, you should highlight the things you can click on. Yeah, I think for me that's right click. I see the guy. He's in the middle of the room, but I guess I can't do anything with him. There's nothing relevant in here. What the hell? Okay, interesting. What's up, Kim? What do you think of all this?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry to bother you, Kim. I'm glad we went in here. I have never seen this, by the way. You've never used rhetoric to open the container? I'm glad we could still do new things. What the hell? Wow, it's new gloves. This guy's still here. He was singing last time. Is he still singing?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red.
He is.
Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to the accent is so thick.
Container,
We've talked to him before. Well, we've not talked to him before, so we've seen all this dialogue. Time to go tell, what's his face? Arlisle? I don't remember. That we, unlocked that door for him. Kim told me to lie to him, but I unlocked the door because I wanted to see what his mugs looked like, and his mugs were bad. So, we hate him.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
What a dick. I opened the door you asked me. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't
You're
go
right,
inside.
Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
We did it.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Good. There's a collection of colonial mugs there, and I found a similar mug in the trash with the hanged man's clothes. Nope. You said the lynching and the strike are related. How?
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
A quest called Mercenary Tribunal. Sure. Interview cafeteria manager. I guess not. Then you should be able to talk to that weird man in the container. Interesting, interesting. If I have not done it, I can talk to him? Huh. What do you mean? And also, he's saying that Wild Pines is the enemy, when earlier he was like, we're all friends here, Harry! But I guess we're not all friends, are we?
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Did they?
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
Is that true, Everard?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Not for the Senorita Pineapple Company.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
No, you haven't, Harry.
Oh, wait.
I haven't told you anything about the crime yet. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Why move the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Okay.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
Mm-hmm.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
So you admit it. You killed it. Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Making sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah?
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
Sure does.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction,
Titus Hardy,
comes
eh?
up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Interesting.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
How do you know the mercenaries? We're hired by the shipping company.
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
Is that what it was about?
These guys turn up and start beating people.
Really?
Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
Yeah, they looked totally hired, actually.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
I 100% believe that, actually.
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant.
Which was the
Boys
elephant?
like that don't just happen to show up during
I
strikes.
forgot what the elephant was. What's the metaphor? I lost the metaphor.
Does sound quite unlikely. Yes. The big guy leading the scabs at the gate is colossal.
You mentioned the lawyer girl?
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
Okay.
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
I don't, but okay.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Interesting. You assume a lot.
You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're gonna show up in full force tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
In the future, I could use your backing. Can you ask the Hardy Boys to cooperate?
But of course. It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
That's great.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this. See what he has to say.
Authority looks 100% like Yellow Diamond from Steven Universe. I'm just saying. I don't make the rules, but that's Yellow Diamond.
Also, Harry, Here's 5 real.
Nice. Why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Do I want this 5 real? What do you mean he's not giving me anything? He's clearly handing me 5 real. He said, here's 5 real. I'm poor as shit. I'll take it.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
Kim, I'm poor.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Vote. Does that work? Or does that just show you?
Yeah, it works.
Oh, this works. My face screwed up so hard at good boy. That's probably for the best. Oh, it looks like that works.
Yeah, it worked. It came up.
Ha! You pressed 3. Let me click this again. It looks like you have to physically interface with the overlay, right?
I clicked 3. Wait, no, I didn't.
I think it's interesting that y'all have picked things I've already clicked on.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. But of course, it's...
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this. See what he has to say.
I had stream paused on laptop since I watched it on Xbox. Ah, I see. We can conclude. We can tell him about the bullet. 50%. I'm the tiebreaker. Let's not
What
tell
is
him
a
about the
good
bullet.
talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Alright, there are the options. Temporarily boost your skills. We can pitch which attribute to boost by 1 point. Oh, fuck, that's awesome. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you
saying
are.
it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
What do we think? Oh my gosh, is that a 3-way split? Who voted for Kim? What do you think of this? Aaron, you did? Okay, well, we just listened to that, so pick a different one. 2 or 3? 2. What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
I love roller skates. That sounds like a great
There's a
move.
nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
What is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Interesting.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Are you 100% sure no one's gonna end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbour.
Alright, do we accept his task or do we reject it? I like this. I like that we have the voting thing. It's cool. It's a good call. Good call, Monley. Alright, we'll accept this
You
task.
bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist. See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Interesting. Alright, let's go back to the weird light boy. Weird light man that we rhetoricked. Can you examine it? The signature thing? Yeah, probably. But in the meantime, light boy. We gotta do things in a certain order. We gotta really vibe it out. Oh, this way. What the heck? Oh. Huh! I was very lost. I thought this platform was that platform. Alright, let's try talking to Light Bending Man. Alright, so we have to stand right in front of him.
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo.
Why is this shipping container so special?
Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard.
Okay.
In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Hello.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
No?
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says.
Visual
Which is very
calculus
strange.
check.
An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
What visual calculus check?
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I
Oh,
don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodore, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
and I'm an alcoholic.
Pleasure to meet you. Though I'm sorry to hear a good man like yourself is in servitude to the drink. But then, nobody's perfect.
I can assure you, Mr. Diodore, that despite his vices, he is a competent detective.
Oh, don't you worry, Lieutenant. I can tell a good man when I see one.
How did you become so rich?
Oh Lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is.
Well, maybe it is.
And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
Kim, I hear you and I feel your frustration, but I gotta tell you, this is very relevant to the case.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad.
I see.
All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
I see.
Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that. But, alright.
So it doesn't take skill at all. Thank you, Rhetoric. What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level.
I don't know about that.
But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out
What is he
ahead
doing?
no matter what.
The joke here is that he's so rich that he bends light around him. Yeah, I thought that might be the joke, but what's he doing inside the shipping container?
Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
I don't even have any interesting replies. Don't you think you owe some of that wealth to the rest of society?
Sure, and they benefit when I buy things to stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build and maintain a racing yacht?
Hundreds.
Dozens, at least.
Dozens.
Of course, in the future, it'll all be automated. But my point is this.
Uh-huh.
Every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him.
Being a high net worth individual sounds great.
It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
Oh. There's something strange about you.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know how to put it. You look somehow a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
No, I mean, I can't even see you. It's as if something is happening to the light.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient.
Uh-huh.
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1, or 100%, it means one person possesses all the net worth. among that group of individuals. It's been observed that when the Weiss-Weismann coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual.
So what's our coefficient? Wait, are you telling me that you are so rich that light literally bends around your face?
Among other things. But calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Really?
No, not really. There are actually quite many digits.
Kim, are you seeing this weird stuff?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Okay.
Yes. I imagine that does look strange to you. My container.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surens, a precursor of a modern Sur-le-Clay, used to own the city of Revachol, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
Okay. We're in Revachol, formerly a colony of the Kingdom of Surinese.
Ah, a fellow history buff. I myself am currently...
Encyclopedia
reading
is your
up
curse.
on Nigerian era trains. Very
But hey,
interesting
did you
stuff.
know?
It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
Wait, why don't you help them? You've got so much money, it can't make a difference to you.
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls.
You can make more seagulls out of money?
Spending money is a matter of desire.
What?
I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
So you travel from place to place via shipping container?
Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to.
I see.
Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
Those things all sound pretty nice.
Don't get me wrong. They're nice things. But once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space become much more important than material goods.
So you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle?
What? No, I didn't say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
The bending light appears to wink. Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking people for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
It gets me almost nothing.
That's the idea, my friend. You've got to work for the rest. Maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
This is a red check. It cannot be retried. 8%. Conceptualization 5. Where's conceptualization? Surely this will work. 28%. 28%? Use the boost. Yeah! Show me conceptualization. Give me conceptualizing powers. Please. Did it work? No. Maybe if I come back here and then come back out again? No. Why? Do we want to try it at 28%? It's so low, but it's like still. It's 2 heads. Not the individual stats, only the actual stats. Alright, well, let's go for it.
If business planning were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
Okay, so I've got this idea for a board game.
Go on.
Brace yourself, it is very high concept.
I'm ready.
It's a pen and paper game where people all over the world can play with each other using radios.
Hold on. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Yeah. On second thought, it couldn't have been you.
That's right.
Your idea reminds me of a group of young men who came to me a long time ago, calling themselves Fortress Accident. The name should have been a red flag. They pitched me and a handful of other investors on an idea for a role-playing game that would, in their words, change the world.
What happened?
Well, at first everything was rosy. The ideas were solid, but they were lacking in... How do I put it?
I don't know. How do you put it?
They lacked the will to get things done.
Oh.
As their financial situation became more desperate, their ideas devolved from realistic to absolute insanity.
Oh.
We lost all of our money. High art types never deliver. They're only good for peddling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Wait, where are they now?
Nobody knows for sure, but the place can't be pretty.
Did you try to salvage the project?
Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. Only dust remained. What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Dead in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan.
Are you sure you don't want to give those little Welkins a second go?
Absolutely not.
Ah. Alright. Well, we should get back to our investigation.
It was a real pleasure. Sadly though, my current lifestyle prevents me from remaining more than a brief time in any one place. Perhaps we'll meet again, somewhere far away.
Damn.
Farewell, friend, and may your peace of mind guide you to happiness.
By mysterious light-bending Jeff Bezos who gave me $3. I really thought that was going to be my ticket to not having to be homeless tomorrow. Oh well. But what if that had worked? $8.76. That's $5 from Mr. What's-His-Face, $3 from the light-bending man, and 76 cents that I had from scrounging around on the ground for a long time. So unfortunately, we are out of money. We are out of money. So it's sad but true. Let's get out of here. It's time for us to inspect the letter, because I didn't forget. We just gotta do it in a certain order, that's all. Yes. The letter.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not the perfect solution, but...
Did you get the plastic bag? I did.
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way.
Let's logic this.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
What are the ramifications of this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim. These people are gonna have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone. However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Evrard won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
Damn, Kim! You're asking me to forge a signature? That sounds illegal, buddy. But you know, if you're telling me to do it, it must be good.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's
I got
3 stories
30
tall.
cents from collecting trash.
It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center.
Well, I guess those youths are just gonna have to be on drugs. Sorry, Kuno. Amphetamines it is. We're gonna forge some documents. Let's see. What else can we do? Shit. I don't know. We could try and fight Measurehead again, even though we have no reason to. I mostly want to impress those chicks by kicking Measurehead's ass, but I'm not that kind of cop. I don't really have any kind of brawn. I'm just a dork. I know things that I shouldn't know about things. And that's pretty much it. Well, we could always try knocking on the door to that one chick's room. That sounds like a productive use of our time. Bothering people is fun. One time, I don't know how I managed to, but I became an art critic cop. Interesting. Must have been nice. Man, I can't believe it. I already have $8.76. I'm only $11.24 away from being able to afford a room. Isn't that great? It is. It is great.
The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Still, the lieutenant. Still, the lieutenant. This.
I don't think we can get in. Dang. Bankruptcy sequence. -1 empathy. Layoffs season. All right. You could pawn stuff. I could? Interesting. I do have a lot of stuff. Maybe we'll find more money on the ground. Oh, man. Hawthorn bushes outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I bet this is the group.
Over here.
Alright, Elizabeth, the gardener.
Let me handle this.
Oh, Elizabeth, that's Liz. That's the law chick.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
You're not a gardener.
That's right. I'm not a gardener.
I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
I mean no trouble. I'm here to do my job, that's all.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
She points to the man standing in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What if I want to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What are you going to do to me?
What are we going to do to you? The Union isn't going to do anything to you.
Posture check,
It is not
sure.
a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers. We've talked to Evar Claire. We know who these men are. The Union's militant wing.
Listen, you Morrilinton lackeys. You're a
Wow.
mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol.
What?
20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Excuse you? I don't know anything about that. I literally don't.
Fuck yeah.
Haha, Titus over there like, yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Privatization is unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. What the fuck? The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. What? Let's do that. Let's ask those questions. I should talk to Titus.
This is where you say you're been.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
The chatter is too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
I don't know about that.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s.
I forgot we did this visual calculus.
Masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet.
Quiet smoker.
A Across, at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian, in his late 30s, early 40s. He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations. Hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then...
How do we know that?
standard working
We're so smart.
Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain.
All right.
In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
Oh, okay.
Let's call this one the musician.
Why?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing the odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth?
Interesting.
The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter.
Interesting.
Nothing to do with your shit. And
He points to the lieutenant.
you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
We found a bullet in the back of that other guy's head.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
Yeah, that guy in the backyard, did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
We've spoken to the head of the union.
Evrard?
Yep.
And what did he tell you? That we killed him. That we took a cargo belt from the harbor, went out back, and used it to hang him. Because we did. All of us together. I hope he told the story straight. I hope he told it well.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
But there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still.
Interesting.
Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
The lieutenant goes in for the leg sweep, Titus does not see it coming.
We... Look. I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Interesting.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, Bowman. And then we hanged the fuck.
I don't know if anybody watches Legal Eagle, but I would love to hear how Legal Eagle feels about spreading the responsibility for the crime in order to avoid an arrest tactic. Because I feel like that wouldn't work at all.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Things aren't quite right here, are they?
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
First, tell me, who's solid? Who's cracking under the pressure? Okay, well, first.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch.
This is interesting.
Not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
This one, he's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation this far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Where did all the action take place? Hey you, turn to the big guy. You having trouble breathing over there?
No.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
God. The bad guys are fat shaming.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
I believe it.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
There's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you, too, copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. The fucker started coming to our bar, asking for it.
What did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, copper. Samurai boxing style.
Samurai boxing, or Sambo, is an eloquently
I think we already heard about Sambo.
One-on-one fighting moves, originating from the Samurai Isola. He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
Right. I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
Who called the shots that
Are
night?
you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A trick question.
I see.
Don't let her lead the conversation.
I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others.
That's for the courts in Le Jardin to decide. Not for the officer making an arrest. Which we all know you won't be. What you can do right now is go back to your station and write a report.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
He stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too.
Not that experienced.
Cohoy and Seminine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it. But I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hired merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces?
Because one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNE's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Interesting. I think the group arrest thing works because of plausible doubt. They just pass the baton around. Okay.
Really?
I think it might work because I literally can't arrest them all. They would kill me.
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNE's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Not the karaoke code. What did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Interesting.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
It's a good question.
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
You think it was the 8th Hardy Boy?
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming.
Interesting.
Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Well, who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
What about the bullet in his head?
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
I know, it might be Tip playing our hand a little too early, but like...
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying to protect someone. He's not very good at it.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
That's not what a cross-examination is, but okay. Anybody else want to ask any questions? We still haven't asked, you murdered him just like that, no remorse. When did this hanging incident occur? And then we have the option of either try to arrest him or conclude. Conclude it is.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Establish authority. Oh no. I told you already, I spoke to Everard and he said you'd cooperate.
So you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, Lomi?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp?
You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I am, you big pussy.
Got him.
The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Wow, we really have, like, no authority. We could, like, try for the 3%, but I feel like it's not even worth it. I'm gonna take off now. Who could the 8th Hardy be? I wonder if we've seen them yet. We'll know them when we see them because we know we're looking for mismatched souls. So we just have to check everyone's shoes. Show me your shoes.
This Post Lavantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good mail delivery box. Pat the box.
The box seems happy.
That's good.
Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel you, mail collection box.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankfully even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow.
Alright, good talk, mailbox. Let's see what quests we have. Oh yeah, the zoologist. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. I have to establish authority? I feel like it's not gonna happen. My authority is low. I've got a +3 right now from doing other random shit. It's still 3%. I would have to, like... I wonder if I have any clothes that give me authority. Half-light, logic, rhetoric, and reaction speed. This is +2 authority. And is anything here giving me minus authority? Yes, these glasses. Let's put on these much cooler glasses. You just gonna wear the boots in front of Kim?
You look down at the white ceramic sabatons hugging your arches and calves, surprised at how well they fit. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
Decked out in future armor like a cop ought to be.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and voluptuous, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step.
Kim knows I look good.
Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it, I must study it.
Remember, the vitreous enamel material acts as a kinetic redistributor. It's meant to stop bullets. Wear it, observe its properties, see if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Yeah.
Whoa. What have we here?
A bridge.
A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Kim, it looks like we've got a construction code violation.
Sure. They never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Relachel looks better, though.
Think about the splinters,
The
Lieutenant.
bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about. Shall we?
Kim, you're right. You're always right, Kim. It's just hard. It's just hard when you're always right. I don't have a hat yet? Here's my hat. It gives me -1 rhetoric. How cool do we look now? We got orange hat to match our orange gloves. Except we changed out our gloves. Okay, let's see if our new boots give us more authority. Technically, our authority went up by 3. Since the boots are worth 2, and the thing we had on was -1. So it's a net gain of 3. That ought to bring us up to at least 28% on that white check. And then we can throw a couple more into authority after that, right? Seems like the thing to do. Hey, I'm here to tell you about my authority.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Haha, what a good one. Good one, Titus. Godly.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done.
You're not the law. I'm the law.
For God's sake, stop shouting! Stop crashing into people in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs! They're not going to give you anything. Can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People
Shut
are
up.
trying to eat.
Barman.
What is your...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
We are deep in Far's territory. We need to cool off and re-engage.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Time to put some skill points into authority, am I right? Yeah. I gotta wait for him to get up every time. What a drag.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
17%. Boom, let's go.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here. You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
Man. No, I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you guys. Or, no, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. 3, I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you. I'm feeling like number 2 is the only decent one. Did we just, like, not pick? Guess we're all in on 2. It is a hard decision. They're not great, and I don't want to, like, fail. It's bad answers all around. Maybe I've had more authority.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick.
There you go. Option 2 again. She needs counseling. We need to talk to her.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You want to talk to her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you talk to her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
That's such a weird movement. The chin fist thing.
Lacia, I'm on due. She's staying here in the whirling in rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Uh-oh. Composure medium. Said you don't remember being a cop. Said you don't remember reality. Talked about your room and crying. Brrr. Probably not gonna win this check. Worth a try, am I right?
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming.
I'm really glad we didn't hit on her earlier.
Looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
What's your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing means.
Kim's so smart.
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent.
What was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So the rape, when was that?
We did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Thanks. We'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train up.
Of pain. I remember. Alright, Titus. Vitus. Let's go up Titus and talk to the Vitus. Oh wait, we need to talk to Kim first.
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yes.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Good call. I partied hard and not very mental healthily.
So she overheard you? Or did you party together?
She overheard me listening to music and doing weird things from her room. It's the one next to yours.
Anything else?
Nothing. I asked her where we are, what city is this, maybe even what year.
That's clearly your interrogation technique. Anything else?
She knows I don't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
Alright.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
Is it
okay?
Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here.
Man,
Try
if
not
we
to
do
mess it
replay
up.
this, I know I'm not gonna ask her any of the weird shit. That would be bad. I'm so glad we didn't try the red check. We really dodged a bullet on that one. Oh, look. The door thing.
The door is
Who is it?
Now she answers.
tired, controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
Yeah, snooping. I'm all about snooping. We got all sorts of snooping to do. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Dirty clothes, a woman's. Oh, what's in here? It's a window. The corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one.
The art style, though, looks
There's
like
also a
someone
toothbrush somewhere in there.
told Da Vinci to paint while drunk. I love the art style in this game. Let's look at the medications, shall we?
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves, sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
That's quite the collection.
Anything of note?
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra, this is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra, opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
Yep.
You could say he's on the lookout.
Search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Chemical hangover.
A bright orange bottle with
We're so
Preptide
good.
stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They
Sweaty
call it
hands.
dextroamphetamine and
I'm
talk
wearing
about
gloves.
psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide. A euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
No. We're straight edge. We're going
This
clean.
medicine cabinet is stocked with
Let's look at
drugs.
this toothbrush.
Plus, it's been used quite a lot.
Good. That's what
But
toothbrushes
not
are for.
scrubbing blood of towels or anything else interesting, it seems.
Just for teeth. Alright, good. Kim's staying in this room, which is, I'm sure, a nice room. I love how I've just had a flashlight out this entire time. It's part of my interrogation technique. Well, I guess we know who did it, right?
This
Interesting.
window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Let's touch the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside. even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures.
Good thing we cleared that up.
Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to
inspect
the surface.
Right. That's why. Hey, the window was recently replaced, right, Kim?
Looks like it, yes.
Yep, okay. Good talk. The bed has been hastily made. Me, I don't know shit about windows. Anyway, let's talk to the lady. I'm sure she has a lot of good stuff to say to us. Oh dear, I am so sleepy. I did get up early today, and I had had no nap. We had H-Mart adventures instead, and made some delicious food. Well, I say we. Aaron made some delicious food. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Oh, that's cute.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Move your hand very fast.
The wind brushes them off the roof. They're gone.
Very sad.
Welcome to the roof.
Are your shoes different sizes?
Her hair is still slick from the shower.
I've just got to ask about your shoes.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Yeah, now that the guy's not hanging in the yard anymore, that's true.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
You mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsu.
Yeah, probably.
I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Yeah.
Have I ever? This is the biggest fan of ostentatious orchestrations I have seen in my life. And I have seen a few. Oh yeah. Life gets hard, but we go on.
The chorus of the 35 single, megaphoning the entire human race, instills you with the fuck it all swagger that prompts one to plow into grannies on your morning stroll.
Things are only getting easier for me. I'm a policeman. Toodoo-roo-doo. No, wait, that's not how you say that. It would be toodoo-roo-doo. How long do you think until the hard wears us down?
Oh, I've got a couple of good years left on my warranty.
Ah, interesting. Is she hitting on me? I can't tell. Maybe someone will tell me in my consciousness.
Miss.
Nope.
We are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
That's... That's almost the truth, Kim.
Huh. I see.
It's like she's disappointed this wasn't about more entertaining matters.
What is your name, miss? Oh my god. Option 3, no. What is your name, miss, for the record?
Lazier Amondou.
Same name that Titus gave you. Like her accent, it sounds Oranese. Her birthmarks also signal Oranje. You don't know why, but Oranese girls tend to come speckled with them.
Interesting. Are you from Oranje?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, what do you do, miss? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oh.
Oranese literature.
It's what I studied at the university.
And what's that about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Aranese.
Oh.
All national literatures are. Only the name of the nation changes.
Ah. Yeah. That's... I guess.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
Yeah, let's ask her about that. That's clever. Thank you, conceptualization. Revolution... Revish... 2? Yeah? How about that?
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world.
How to have an awkward conversation 101. Oh, Moo, you have no idea how awkward our conversations have been. We padded a mailbox earlier, and it was the best conversation I've had the whole game. The world is unimportant. I want to hear about you. Is that me hitting on her? I have no idea. I have no intention of doing that. That's not what you want to hear from a police officer. Also, I want to point out that she should absolutely recognize these sweet boots I have. Let's go with I have no intention of... Well, actually, let's let the viewers decide. Let's hydrate while the viewers decide. Yeah, they're all bad options, aren't they? No one picked anything. That's how bad the options are. 2. My Twitch broke. 3. Grr. 3. That's 2 for 3 and 1 for 2. The world is unimportant. I want to hear about you.
Strange. Usually the Revacholian hero does not save women. It's a frivolous pursuit. He saves all of mankind instead.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not be your priority.
Orny's lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Show her some money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Aranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Orania 37.
Let's do some quick math here. Okay, so she was Miss Oranje 37, and the year now is 51. So that's a difference of 14 years. And she said she was 28. So when she won Miss Oranje 37, she would have been 14. That's messed up. Bean, what is your sprite? What is my sprite? Why, I'm 2B. And I'm just like plowing through people trying to click my character. This is 2B. I got my little swords, and I got my little pod. Yeah.
Of course she won a beauty pageant. She's very symmetrical.
She is very symmetrical. And I guess she was very symmetrical exactly half of her age ago, which would have been 14! Could we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Oh.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Interesting.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
It is a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
I'm pretty sure I have the legal right to demand your passport, miss.
Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wandering the city like a ghost after being robbed of my travel documents.
I think that's fair, so...
I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie Street. And I don't want my relatives to pay the ransom.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
But that's not why you hid it, though.
It's also why I hid it.
Why, yes.
He's suddenly very attentive.
I'm an unpopular girl. There are people back home who don't like me. If they show up, I'm in a hurry. The kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. But don't worry. This has nothing to do with your investigation.
What kind of people are these? The ones that don't like you?
I would love to change the subject. It's not important. Unless I'm some kind of suspect.
No, we just come to talk.
Phew.
Okay, then.
Okie dokie.
What is Aranye?
A bad memory, officer.
The Republic of Aranye is a democratic nation on the Muindi Isola, north of here, over the sea and across the Vale. It is one of the 6 major Occidental nations to hold stake in the continued occupation of Revachol, the Coalition. People consider it a reasonable superpower.
Imagine having a major nation occidentally. Reasonable.
They will make you into a fiscal colony, divert your natural resources, hold patents and shares, but they won't threaten to wipe you out anytime, like Revachol did in its prime.
Interesting. A bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass, duraluminium. Redefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night, at least it was for me.
That is like the most film noir bullshit I've ever heard. Like, it was pretty, but it didn't make any sense. Right? Right? Like poetry. Garbage poetry. Okay.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
Love her. Thank you. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
Nice room you've got here.
Yeah.
Just gonna dance around that third option for a while. What are you doing here in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
Wintering, eh? After the autumn? I get you. That's
How
cute.
long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
You can tell she's a lit major. You can tell the person who made this game knows how to write a lit major. Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the Whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there. Not that I was snooping around in your bathroom.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Oh.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
I'm not gonna do that, probably. How did you amass such a horde if we're
There's
just
money,
bantering?
Sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
Your collection includes Nacra, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
It does.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry.
I think that's probably smart if you're gonna do a lot of drugs. You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
That's all as far as that goes, then.
Very funky.
That window is new.
It is.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
I have other questions for you.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Let's get to that third one.
It's a bit early in the morning for rape, isn't it?
It's already afternoon.
Is it?
Woo! We're just missing points all over the place.
It is afternoon.
Yep.
Time flies, man.
It sure does. So, were you?
Yeah. I'm
Oh.
gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
Oh. Interesting.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
What does that mean?
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Alright. So she's just like not even gonna try to lie to us.
Warming them.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
Oh, like a birthday party? No. What kind of partying? The kind I do? Nope. Wait, party. Where have I heard that before?
A lot of partying going on.
From Titus. About her and Titus's relationship. That's where you heard it.
What do you mean partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
You sound like not a great influence.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
You were lovers?
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
Interesting.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
So they definitely killed her boyfriend.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
That was you?
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
I see.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
And here I am wearing the shoes. I feel like a dick. Can I take these off mid-conversation? The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
That's very clever. That's actually very, very clever.
You were right to suspect there might be foul play involved with the broken phone line.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, it all worked out, I guess, in the end, right?
Jigsaw falling into place.
Oh.
This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
Yeah, me too.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
Those little girls, always getting bike repair compliments. Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Why did they hang him for, if not a rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
I mean, I am a bit aware of the strike,
And
yeah.
his role in this strike was... what?
I think he was in a security detail.
So he
was ex-military.
was a security
Worked
guy.
for Wild Pines and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
Oh.
I'm not picking up on any theatre craft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
I mean, I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
Sylvie the bartender. Maybe her shoes have different soles.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Where were you when this happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
Oh, tell us more about that. Actually, I don't have an option for that. How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
We like to party. We like to party. Thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Look her in the eyes, I guess. Legendary check.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What are we doing here?
Miss Oranje Disco Dancer. You want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
Sadly, we're, whoever we are. What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible.
Avert your eyes.
The strange moment ends. It was brief, No longer than 2.2 seconds.
Let's return to this later, miss.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Sounds cool.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool. Wait, where is it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. No. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bai, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
It's on. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Yep.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
That's true, Kim.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
So maybe the door below is a mega investigation.
No, still a mini investigation.
Alright. Push.
It's barred from the inside. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy.
That's no problem. I'm incredibly strong. I lied. I'm not that strong. Ow! My foot, apparently. Well...
You kick it, gung-ho style. Entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force.
Dang.
All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
All right. Let's trash the place.
Yeah!
Let's not.
Oh. Well, anyway.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seemed candid.
You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention away from whatever one chooses to omit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
I love these shoes. That's my main takeaway. They give me authority, and I need that, apparently, for most of my checks. I wonder if I can authority that door down. Probably not. Seemed like a physical check. I wonder if more armor would give me more physical powers. Well, anyway, let's go down the stairs. Map. Let's unlock another thought cabinet thing. Bam! Some kind of superstar. -2 logic. No! Why do these give us minus stats? They seem terrible. Fairweather T500, -1 thing. Like, all of these are minus. +2 empathy, but only towards Kim. Hey, speaking of which, guess who's about to convince Kim that there's something sexy about this case? Hydrate. Deal. Stretch. Man, I feel like I just stretched. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I don't remember anything. Alright, Kim.
Yes?
Aren't we gonna talk about the boots I'm wearing?
Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots.
He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting.
Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail.
You're joking.
Am I? Anyway, did you want something related to police work?
Oh my god, I don't know if he's joking. Just don't forget that you're a cop again. I'll do my best. I love Kim. I also love Kim. I have no idea if he's joking or not. My inland empire is low. Let's see. What can we add to our inland empire? I have so much authority and so little inland empire, and I only have 1 skill point left, but I'm about to gain another level. I'm getting 1 bonus from items, and it's still only an 8% check.
Only
oh no.
At the core, one you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you.
Yes?
It's only 17%. Ah! This case is sexy, Kim. You don't understand. I kinda wanna just quick save it, but that's too cruel. Okay, alright, no, we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take these sick boots and we're gonna walk our way downstairs and talk to those Hardy Boys again. Also, Aaron handed me something. They're little wafers. I want to say they're the H-Mart snacks.
They are the H-Mart snacks. They're my snack.
Your snacks? Where'd you get these snacks?
The orange wafers.
Oh, from the place yesterday?
It's from H-Mart today.
Oh, no, they are H-Mart snacks. Okay.
Goofball.
I'm using all my detective energy on this. About my bill for tonight.
20 real.
Not yet.
Then why are you wasting my time?
I don't know, man. Nobody knows anything around here. Let's talk to the chef.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Oh. Let's investigate this door again.
A heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
I see. Well, Maybe we should try kicking it down again. Don't forget to save. Alright. I'll save. I'll quick save. How about that? Let's examine these photos.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Wafers. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hanged man's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hanged man's head. You're right, Colbert. That is mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Well, There are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's a little logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
I'm about to put this flashlight in his mouth.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Flashlights. There's so many of them. And you've got so many mouths!
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
Ooh, that would be dramatic. That's so unnecessary. I'm gonna ask you again, why was this show them the bullet in the victim's head? Bam!
He's got it in a real evidence bag and all.
Sure do.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence?
Drama gets you into so much trouble. Yes, it does, but it's so much fun.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
I feel like I'm selling out Clage, but... Well, okay, let me just check my little book. Task. Question Clage about the dead man, but later, after she's collected herself, speak to the assault victim. Confront the Hardy Boys with what Clage told you. So I kind of do have to sell her out.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
That's interesting, because what I just heard is, all of that.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
I think Titus was just really jealous.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
That guy's name is Shanky. Like, I guess like a shank. But like if a shank were a cute nickname.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
Where are all these cool, colorful inner thoughts in my day-to-day life?
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Interesting. Can I have that tape? That sounds very interesting.
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
The soldier of the apocalypse? That's great. I'm the detective of the apocalypse.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters. A mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
Hey, pigs only care about one thing, and that's truffles.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Alright, where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Maybe I will. I don't remember how things work.
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
Alright, well that's enough for now.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I gotta wait for him to sit down. This is exactly why I would never want to be a cop. These guys would all have a bullet in the knee at the least by this point. I mean, probably. If I hadn't lost my gun, they probably would. I know Kim doesn't want to shoot any civilians, but I have been on team let's shoot some civilians since I met Measurehead and the racist cab driver. Here's the tape.
You stare at the great door gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you would be able to play Titus's tape.
I'm realizing that we needed a tape for the karaoke machine, and I'm wondering if we can put the tape in the karaoke machine. Hey, can I use your karaoke machine?
Can I help?
No, I can't. Alright, I should probably find that woman's missing husband. Maybe I should talk to the gardener. The lawyer gardener.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Are you
Why
the Hardy
are you
girl?
wasting your time? I am not.
Oh.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Who the fuck are you, Glenn? Who the fuck asked you? Shut the fuck up, Glenn.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
I've never seen someone strike out that hard that fast. I am not the 8th Hardy boy, but you could be. You could be anything you want. You just have to believe in yourself. You could even model. I love the dialogue in this game so much. Listen to the Door Gunner Mega Mix. Question about the dead man, but not now, later. Get 2 signatures from Everard, but like not now, tomorrow, and we're gonna forge them. Find Morel the cryptozoologist. And we think he went to the fishing village, which we've heard so much about, but I'm pretty sure we can't access it because it's like across the ocean, and now I've got nothing to do. Wait, what is this? The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Let's see. I don't remember these guys having anything else interesting to say.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already.
I'm gonna
How
convince
can I
him to
help
give me a sandwich.
Alright, this is how we're gonna do it.
I admire your handiwork, Chef, but there are a few things I do differently.
Like what, officer? This is as good as they come in Revachol, I assure you.
An array of delicious recipes flashes through your mind. Salads, salmon.
What are we doing? Why are we stealing this old man's sandwich?
This calls for an engineering angle.
Yes!
Structural rigidity, exposed rafters, lattice works, that type of approach.
Had you put a large slice of Moldovan cheese crosswire from the ham, it'd be minimizing the component loss via crumbling.
Mon Dieu, that is an excellent idea. That would virtually negate the component loss.
I'll do you one better. The air pocket between cheese and ham could house pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux. Can you make that sandwich, officer?
Sure, but I'm gonna need yours as a prototype first. No, no one can. Gaze into the distance.
Wait, but I thought I'd really like to get back to the game now. if there isn't anything else.
It was worth it. It was worth it to gaze off into the distance and say, no, no one can. I still don't actually even want a sandwich. Where is the fishing village? I should definitely talk to that one chick, right? Like, for sure. The smoker's gonna be up there, I think, at 11 p.m., right? 2200. Alright, Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? What would you like to know? Good.
He asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant.
The perfect
does not
sandwich is
say
fleeting
anything,
immaterial.
But you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
It was nothing.
Of course. The RCM has the right to inspect any premises. How else would you catch the bad guys? The information was useful, I hope.
Perfect sandwich is fleeting, Zen, because I will eat the perfect sandwich as soon as I make it.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing.
This seems serious.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Everard says the Wild Pines sent mercenaries after the Union, and now one's dead.
The company did not send mercenaries after the Union. I told you in great detail about the mistakes my side made. And of course, I accept them completely.
Spill all the beans. No.
I just hope you don't share Everart's view on things. After all, as he said, one's dead now. The Pines certainly hasn't killed any of theirs.
Let's keep it that way. She means to add, but then doesn't.
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about. Of course, Detective.
I don't understand why we can talk to this chick and tell her all the things we're doing. I'm not sure what angle I could possibly have outside of gossiping for no reason. Which is funny, but like not useful to me at all. And always puts me in a worse position. I feel like Everard also encouraged me to share all the information with her. Like, you know? Oh, okay, let's go back into this basement and see if the guy showed up. I don't like the floor. Need to pass time? Buy a book. Reading passes time. Yes, thank you. How about making money passes time? I only have $8. Where is this fishing village? I hope Kim lets me stay in his room. I'm glad that I was able to go to the bath and clean off the smell of death. I wonder if going to the bath makes me more attractive. Like, I wonder if any checks I have in the future that are flirt-related get, like, a +1 modifier because I took a bath previously, you know what I mean? Let's conceptualize some art.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Because this is no ordinary wall. It is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
Yeah?
Oh, wall father.
Kim, I must paint this wall, add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Sure.
I must talk to Cindy, get the necessary materials from her.
If you must.
If you must, I must. Add even more beauty to the wall. Kim puts up with so much bullshit. He really does. We all need a friend like Kim. What is this?
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Open and shut. I don't even need to think about this anymore. Wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's the future leader of a proletarian uprising.
No, it's not.
It's the husband, the missing husband.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing her?
And give me champagne, I'm going
There's
in.
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found, right now.
Yeah, that seems like a really good idea. Protect and serve, madam. I found your husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
Well, you said you didn't know where he was.
And I specifically added that I didn't need to know where he was.
Well, I found him.
Very well then. Where is he?
There.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
I found a working class drunk and I thought he might be yours.
Right, 'cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
Remember, about that what? Never ever say what.
Something bad, I guess? I'm sorry, I say stupid. No, I'm not saying what.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Ah, Lamb. Knew it.
So he's missing as well?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
Kim, is it just me or do we have a missing persons case here?
I wouldn't be so sure. Man, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police?
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goofballs.
Not at all. The RCM is ready to chase down every goofball in town. We care about you.
She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions?
What does your husband look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
So let me guess, he's disco.
Oh, thank God, no. It hasn't come down to this yet.
Why did you say your husband resembles me then?
Well, he's slightly chubby.
I see. What else?
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather
King
jacket
roasted.
with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself. It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change. I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
Well, if that jacket is really that cool, then I can totally understand.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
When did you last see him?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home.
What if he really is missing?
Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. It just makes me feel weak.
I'm rooting for working class woman and her missing husband. They're my new ship.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case.
Right? Thank you, Logic.
She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
I think I got it, thanks.
So you are going to look for him?
Yes, I will bring him back home to you.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Prison 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad we took the case. We are so fucking cool. What are we doing? The sign reads, "Fuck the police." If I had any money, I could buy that, the sunglasses from the sunglasses stand. But I have no money, so I guess I'm just gonna have to be broke and sad. Alright, it's time to snap this old woman out of it.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in...
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. We can come back when Kim's not here though, right? And snap in front of her. Why? I just told you why. Kim really does put up with so much of my bullshit. Oh my god. I would be such a great cop. Let's go ask that big dude if he works for, like, the scab police. No. Aaron says just no.
Right, two. What's it to you?
Part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
The man has turned his attention elsewhere. He shakes his...
When a bunch of ungrateful beats me.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in... There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. Fine. It was probably nothing.
Honest men and women, we came here.
I have a quick...
You think they follow me?
Yeah, we definitely exhausted this dude's dialogue.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Hardys? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Eberhard's law. But really, they're just like you.
But really, they're just like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes?
Man, authority has just like super jumped up the list of things that talks to me.
Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace.
There's only one law, friend, and that's me.
Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks. Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
His mug collection represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work.
Okay. Who else could I talk to? Where else could I even go? I don't know. I'm supposed to go to the fishing village, but I don't know how to get there. I'm pretty sure I have to go down the thing, but they said it wouldn't be fixed until Wednesday. So, I still have to talk to a few people, and, I don't know. Let's talk here. Let's see if we can do the skill check. We can't. My volition is so sad. I guess I should probably upgrade that at some point. I guess now's as good a time as any. Volition. Boom. Leveled up. Easy. Now I have 2 morality. No. Morality? What do I have? Ego? I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called. low on health, but points to endurance. Normally it says low on whatever this is. Oh, it is morale. That's why I kept saying moral. It's morale. I'm so dumb. Alright. Where are we going anyway? I certainly don't remember. Find working class husband. And then add even more beauty to the wall. Maybe there's something I can buy in here. I got no idea. I guess it says I can read to pass the time. I guess, what do I need to do? I need to talk to the dude, the smoker, and I guess I should talk to the woman again, right? Those are the main things, and I guess I should get Kim to talk to the body, and then once he delivers the body, I guess it would be a good idea to snap that woman out of the photograph, and yeah. That's probably it. I don't know. If anybody else has any other suggestions, like, feel free to let me know and I'll do that. But that's all I could think of. Man, keyboards are so cool. People don't think about keyboards enough. But they're really cool. There's so many different kinds. I like red switches, Cherry MX Reds, but I've also been thinking, I bet custom switches are cool too. And I don't know. Oh man, I'm getting sleepy. What's today, Sunday? Tomorrow's Monday? Oof. Let's see how much more we can do before 11.
Officer.
Look her in the
It's a
eye.
fine day for questions.
Just like the last, don't worry. We will protect you from. You are Miss Aran.
It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen. I didn't want to get caught up in this. What does that recording say?
We are in the process of listening to it, but haven't yet.
She nods, exhaling a dense cloud of cigarette smoke.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. I'm sorry, I can't.
I know it's difficult, miss.
How about we, change the subject to something more?
Alright, it's still not time.
The same small, heavy door.
Okay.
No lock.
Can't unlock it with my fists yet. Okay, I guess that leaves... Is it time for us to get rid of Kim? Bottle collecting. No, I don't think so. I think we send Kim back. Oh yeah, the tape player. There was one in my room, but it's probably busted. I guess we're here anyway. Let's go check. I remember Monley said that we could sell stuff.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now. The machine was made in Revachol by a company called Elysium. Their logo depicts the triple towered Delta skyline. It was supposedly built to last. There's no fixing this one.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore.
Any ideas?
My kinema only comes with the radio. We should try to find a new tape player. There's a pawn shop near the water lock, south of here. Maybe they have a spare.
Deal. Promise the shopkeep you'll play something on it for a discount. Pawn shop, huh? Well, that was ultimately fruitless. Yeah, I like the music in this game. I like it a lot. Stretch. Hydrate. I wonder if this is the pawn shop.
You see a Samaran street vendor. The name, Sile, is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions?
Give me some money.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there.
You
This
seem
is
like a
about
really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
An investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane.
I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here?
$1 million real. No, he doesn't have it. 10 real.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
Are they really on sale, or did you jack up the price first?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up?
That's all then. Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
How'd you, food packages say humanitarian aid written on them. How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
Doesn't that beat the idea of humanitarian aid? It's supposed to be free. That's what makes a humanitarian.
It is. Practically free. Yours for 5 cents a piece. Rock that tuna. Why not some macaroni too?
I think one said not for resale on the packaging.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
Wait. Humanix. Humanitarian aid.
Does your supplier drive that Humanix lorry over there?
What?
A convincing performance. Rob.
Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
Interesting.
Where are you from, Sealang?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All revolution.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samara Isola.
You're from the Apricot yeah?
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
What? You made me slur encyclopedia? You dick. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say that you're from Seaguy?
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Have a great stream. Thanks, Madness. Have a good night. See ya. Right, but isn't it only a shithole because of Revachol?
If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know? Whatever's good for business is good for me.
Alright, I'll look around. Is this the boombox?
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Speaking of luxury, you should go over and ask about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
Respect the speakers.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara. The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
What about the speakers, though?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Samaran trash? That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Can I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But I need some speakers.
Well, if you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first.
What is this door? Have I been in this door yet? How am I still finding new places to go? Yeah, this looks more like the pawn shop. Alright, let's look around. Military wear. Look, there's right up there. There's the speaker. Antique cash register. Bust woman, the plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is wearing away. What else we got? We got it.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags. Others
Obviously,
in bright blue uniforms.
I'm gonna
all
find
are stern and unyielding in their
the coolest
duty.
one.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say foul.
What is this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Where'd you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
It is.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. The print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers.
I need this dude to narrate
Behind
my
him
own life.
is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning.
Hjelmdal burning? That's the guy from the One Norse thing.
The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
What's the deal with this man on this shirt?
It's the man from Hjelmdal.
Walking away from his burning village. Yes.
I'm guessing I'm supposed to know who this man from Hjelmdal is, but I lost my memory recently and need help remembering basic facts about reality.
Huh?
I said I lost my memory recently and need help remembering basic facts about reality.
Oh, I see. That's tough, man. I feel the same way sometimes. The man from Hjelmdal is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla. In fact, most people don't think that man from Hjelmdal ever really existed, but they are wrong.
Okay.
Hjelmdal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course, but both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
Wow. What?
How much are you selling this t-shirt for?
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free then?
But why?
Perhaps because we're both superstars.
I suppose that makes sense, yes. Please go ahead and take it. Welcome to Hjelmdal.
I can't believe that worked. Inspiring musculature, sprawling saga, -2 authority because I'm too old for the shirt. Oh, it looks so cool though. What is this for? Physical instrument. Do I have any more Spirit to Corpse? No, I do not. Well, anyway.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
It looks like you don't have pants. Did I forget my pants today? Stand on the tip of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel format, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
I love this character.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
Don't like music? Oh, what do you like then?
The stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by. Nocturnal animals climbing on the roof. Airship rotors. That kind of thing.
This suit's great.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
Can I get a discount on the spoonbacks? A police discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Doorgunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental. Careful. You can only do this once.
I'm not doing any police work. I've got the Doorgunner Megamix here, an era-defining work. Let's do 4 real.
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete, cop.
Fuck yeah!
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
We're awesome. Look at us go. I gotta keep this on though. Okay, so now...
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
You push commencer and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
But he did say he's gonna do it. You can't edit words into somebody's mouth.
Indeed, but...
Who's this Cordy?
A village on the
Oh wait, what's Kohoi?
In South Safri. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
The South Safri conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safri. It has been hot for 12 years, with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the Grad.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoy is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Who's this Cordy?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his.
Okay, then what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night.
Okay. I can't believe we have 1476. I wonder if I can sell things to the pawn shop guy. I need $20. You can. I can. We'll do that later. For now, let's go investigate while I have this sweet boombox in hand. I move so slowly.
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together.
Why am I even thinking about this?
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds, and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Want to roll over?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot. It's a bit girly right now. Fitted with some proper off-road components.
Ever thought about switching the helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
And means no.
Aww. Means no? Kim, we're gonna be best friends though. And you're not gonna report me to the police for stealing the boots, dude. Come on. Whoa, coins. Alright. Alright, we're gonna ask What's-Her-Face some more questions, and then we'll leave it there probably and pick it up either tomorrow or another day. That I haven't decided on yet. But it is just about 10:15. Take off the boots first. What? Just because it's rude? Alright, fine. I'll take off the boots. I like wearing the boots. It's really funny that everyone knows exactly where the boots came from and they see that I'm wearing it. But I'm like, just wearing it anyway, like a dick. It's hilarious. but admittedly, the green shoes are cooler. Keep looking it over at Erin, and she's like falling asleep. Sweet baby Erin.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
We have listened to the recording. The deceased states he intends to commit a rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via the encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, Kohoi was mentioned.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that, Machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke.
Oh.
I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezu all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
And you spend time with this person romantically?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee.
Can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gotvold. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
I see. Nowhere.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You're both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. and from another part of Oranien Rek. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
No love for Mother Aranye. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem much like a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no, we even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Okay. Taps on his notebook once as though assigning some kind of point.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Pain threshold. I did not know this was a competition, Kim.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
There is no challenge without competition. There must be an opponent. This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery or darts.
Let it be.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you. She's enjoying this.
His eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Oh, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
What did it represent? Do you know?
It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off the chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranese lit?
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Alright. Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders tense up.
Perhaps, miss, it was communism that killed him.
A moment ago it was love. And no, I don't think the Union is communist. They're a couple of shades pinker than that.
Haha.
They're not hardcore in that way, is what I'm trying to say. What are we talking about anyway? This politics shit is a lot in the morning. Is it even morning?
No, it's 3 p.m.
I think she's just tired. She doesn't know what you meant by that. And can you blame her?
I don't know what I meant by that. I just know what the guy told me. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed that the last two things didn't lead to something else. Because as soon as I mention anything like hair color or eye color, she like goes off on some tangent about the way that the stars on his tattoos meant the blah blah blah, and then how it really meant that he was a poor boy who went and got... Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, lit teacher, like, if I give you this like love did him in thing, you're supposed to just like go. But she didn't go. She was like, that's not funny. And I'm surprised. I'm taken aback.
Alright.
I was lured into thinking that I could say whatever I wanted and she would give me flowery prose. But she did not. She gave me sass and asked if it was morning still.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself.
So
more
sass.
coffee.
Okay.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42.
That's what she said, yep.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of morality. He was 42 years old.
Where is this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58.
Oh my god, that's really old. Really?
You ask.
Maybe you're wrong. You're wrong about the deceased too. He was way
He
younger.
was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
You're right. I'm probably 62. Let's leave it at that.
I didn't say 62. I said 58.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
The laboratorium. I'm gonna figure out how old I am. I'm pretty sure that's like a worthless thing too. I'm pretty sure that sound is coming out of the boombox I'm carrying around, which means I had that entire conversation while the radio was playing, which is also pretty funny. Alright, I have to end it at some point, and it is already 10:30, and it was 10:10 when we started. So I feel like if I talk to that other dude, it could be midnight by the time we stop talking to him. And I do need to talk to that other dude. So we will do that. We will do that maybe tomorrow. Maybe we continue this tomorrow if we don't do Hollow Knight. But we might do Hollow Knight instead. But we'll end it here. We'll end it right here. We're quick saving. And then we're gonna ask him if it was a sexy case.
What if?
Oh my god, it worked!
You did it. Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
Kim, I think I may be the murderer. I killed the man and then tricked myself into forgetting about it.
And what has led you to this conclusion?
My chest feels hollow, like I did something terrible.
That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. Besides, I doubt you could have taken down a hardened mercenary single-handedly.
See? You're clearly not a man in your prime anymore.
Don't take it personally. It's just that security guards kept on by large corporations tend to be better trained and better armed than officers of the RCM.
You're saying I didn't kill him?
I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we?
Alright, now we'll save since we won that check. I actually thought that I was gonna, you know. Want hollow booty, boy. Hollow booty. Want hollow boy. Alright. You got so much more to this game. Really. That honestly surprises me. I keep feeling like we're almost done. Every time I turn this game off, I'm like, we're almost done, right? This is a long-ass indie title. There's a lot of dialogue and a lot of voice acting. I mean, how did they afford it? But whatever. Okay, that's fine. But either way, we're going to end it here. Hollow Knight tomorrow. Tim on Wednesday. Saturday, we are going to start Cave Story. So I'm not really sure when we're actually going to get around to finishing this then. But I do want to because it is really fun. But sleep now. Sleep for now. Yes. Good night. Good night. Have a superstar night, you too. You too, buddy.